Have you ever heard of the Bootstrap Paradox? It's a mind-bending concept that has fascinated people for years. Imagine this scenario. A musician from the future travels back in time and gives a famous composer a sheet of music. The composer then becomes famous for creating that very piece of music. But where did the music come from originally? It's a paradox because it seems to have no origin. The Bootstrap Paradox challenges our understanding of cause and effect. It's named after the phrase, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, which means accomplishing something without any external help. In this paradox, information or an object seems to come into existence without ever being created in the first place. Think of it like a time loop. The composer receives the sheet of music, which he later writes himself in the future. The time loop creates a closed loop of cause and effect, where the origin of the information is impossible to determine. It's a mind-boggling concept that raises questions about free will and the nature of time itself. This paradox has been explored in various forms of fiction, including movies, TV shows, and books. One popular example is the movie Interstellar. In the film, a character receives an important message from a future version of himself, which then influences his actions, leading to the creation of the message. It's a circular loop with no clear starting point, leaving us to ponder the implications of such a paradox. But the Bootstrap Paradox isn't just something confined to fictional stories. It has real-life implications as well. One famous example is the case of the song, Yesterday, by the Beatles. Paul McCartney claimed that the melody for the song came to him in a dream, fully formed. It's as if the song always existed, just waiting for him to bring it into the world. This raises the question, did McCartney create the song, or was it already out there, waiting to be discovered? Another example is the invention of the time machine itself. If someone were to go back in time and present the blueprints for a time machine to their younger self, who then grows up to invent it, we would have a bootstrap paradox. The time machine would exist without ever having been created. So, what does the bootstrap paradox tell us about the nature of time? Some argue that it suggests a deterministic view of the universe, where everything is predetermined and there is no free will. Others propose theories of parallel universes or time loops that provide a potential explanation for the paradox. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the bootstrap paradox is its ability to challenge our perception of reality. It reminds us that our understanding of cause and effect may not always hold true, especially when dealing with time travel or the creation of information. The paradox also raises ethical and philosophical questions. If we were to discover a way to travel back in time, should we intervene and change the course of history? Or would that create an endless loop of cause and effect, altering reality in unimaginable ways? The bootstrap paradox forces us to consider the consequences of our actions in a time travel scenario. In conclusion, the bootstrap paradox is a fascinating concept that forces us to question our understanding of cause and effect, time, and free will. It challenges our perception of reality and raises intriguing ethical and philosophical questions. Whether explored in fiction or pondered in real-life examples, the paradox leaves us wondering about the nature of our existence and the mysteries of the universe.